Hello YouTube and welcome to lesson 22 of the Adobe InDesign tutorial series. So what we're going to do today is see how editable images are updated from within apps. So let's say for example I want to change how this image looks. So what I can simply do is I can go to edit and I can edit this picture. Since this is not a picture designing app, what I'm going to do is I want to change the image over here. So I'm going to go to edit with, and you can see that you have Photoshop right here. And it shows all the apps that are installed on my PC right over here. You can also select other, and you can see that I can say edit with. So I'm going to select edit with Adobe Photoshop CC 2014 right here, and it'll open up Adobe Photoshop over here. So it is opening up the files. You can see that my Photoshop is being opened. And then you can see that my image actually open in Photoshop. So whatever changes I make here will be updated automatically over here. So let me just zoom into that section right there. So let me go to Photoshop. Let me change the hue and saturation of this picture a bit. Alright, increase the lightness of the picture maybe, and so forth. Alright, so I change the look of the picture. I'm going to press Ctrl S and save it out. And then in InDesign, you can see that it automatically updated. So if you want to edit some pictures or anything just like that, you can just select the picture that you want to edit and then go to edit and go to edit with, and it'll link to the application that you can edit with. So this is how dynamic linking works inside of Photoshop. So what you can also alternatively do is, let's say for example, you can design something in Photoshop right here. So I'm gonna design something, maybe just drag in a shape just like this. So this is a shape over here. Now I'm gonna save this out. I'm gonna save this out onto my desktop new folder itself. I'm gonna save it as mail icon right over here, and then I saved it in Photoshop. So now inside of InDesign, I can simply go to File, go to Place right here, and I'm going to select the mail icon, and you can see that the mail icon is there. So I can just click and drag, and you can see that the mail icon is there. So if I were to make any changes in Photoshop about it, let me change the color of it. Let's say for example, go to blending option, add in stroke, increase the size of the stroke, and press OK. Press Ctrl S, go back into InDesign, and you can see that there's no update. So you can see that the file actually have been changed, and InDesign knows that. How InDesign will tell us that is by showing the exclamation mark right over here onto this section. You can see that there's the exclamation mark over here and here. So if you were to click on either one of those, so just click here, just like this, double click it, and you can see that the changes are applied right on the go. So you can edit individual images right there. You can also do this with Illustrator. So I'm going to do Illustrator right here. So I'm going to open up Illustrator. If I can make files with Illustrator, import it, and do the same. I'm going to show that to you just in a while after the application opens. Alright, so there you go, there's my Illustrator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag in some shapes just like this. Let me just drag in this kind of a shape. Alright, there you go. So I got two shapes just like this, as you can see. Let me choose a color. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this onto my desktop folder right here. I'm going to rename them to shapes just like this. Gonna save it as shapes, and gonna press OK. So inside of InDesign, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, gonna go to Place right here, and gonna select shapes just like this, and you can see that I have my shapes over here. So if I make any changes for here, for example, if I were to change this to pinkish type of color, go back to InDesign, you can see that I have the same exclamation logo over there. Just click it, and you can see that that has been updated. So that is how you can have dynamic linking feature inside of Adobe InDesign, and how you can take the edits into different application. Over here you can see that you can edit this with Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop, and even animate. So this is how Photoshop will link the image into different applications over there. So that is how dynamic linking inside of Adobe InDesign works. Hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.